The technique I'm going to show you today is called color blocking, and I'm going to be doing that with distress inks and stitch stamps. So let's get started. The first thing you want to do is take a piece of glossy white cardstock. This one is cut 3 3/4 by 5. And then you're going to want to take a set of stamps. The stamps I'm using today are a sewing theme. These stamps are actually from the Angel Company, and the set is actually called So Fun. This is the main image, the sewing machine, but it's a lot of cute images, and they're really fun. I'm not sure if it's still available or not, but it's a great set. So anyways, I'm going to be using a black ink. I'm using the Memento. You can use StazOn as well. And I'm just going to stamp my sewing machine right in the middle there. And then I'm going to go with the scissors. And I'm going to go down here in this corner and stamp that. And then I'm going to do the knitting basket over here. Then I'm going to do the thread and needle up here. Let's do a thimble over here. Needle threader over here. And finish it up with a button up here at the top. Okay, so basically what I've just done is I randomly stamped the images, so you can see here. And now I'm just going to hit it real quick with my heat gun, just to make sure that we can dry them real quick. Okay, that should be good. Alright, so now that the images are dry, you can also, set it aside and let it dry as well. I'm going to take my distress inks, and I'm going to be starting out with the Tattered Rose, and I'm just going to grab a sponge, and I just want to tap the sponge into my ink, and then I'm just going to tap it on to my image, just like so. And I'm going to be making a square around my image. Just kind of pull it now that you've dabbed it, and just kind of make a square of color around this. So just keep dabbing it and pulling it, just like this. So you've just kind of made your first block. Okay, now the next one I'm going to go for is the Broken China. And I'm going to come down here to my scissors, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to dab it and pull it and make a kind of rectangle here, since this scissor is a little bit more rectangle. And just kind of pull it down just like that, and then come back here and blend it in just like that. Let's turn this around since I've already got this out, and let's do the same thing up here with the button. This one's pretty easy. And just go ahead and make another block there. Okay, now let's go with the peeled paint. It's right here. I'm going to turn this back around, and I'm just going to make another rectangle around this basket of yarn. And I'm just tapping it and then putting it on this glossy and just dragging it. And just blending it in here between the blue and the green and the pink. Just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to go with my Dusty Concord. And same thing up here. Just dab and pull. Dab and swipe it, pull it. And just keep thinking, of another block image, another kind of rectangle. Just creating another box around this image here. just like this. Okay. And lastly, we're going to use the mustard seed. Let's find my yellow. Okay. And we'll finish this up. Just fill this one in. And you can also see now that I'm using the yellow next to the blue, you'll see that when I go to blend in this blue and the yellow, I've now created a green, which is really cool. That's a great thing about these distress inks. They blend really, really well. All right, so now you can see we've got our blocks. So the next thing I want to do is I want to take a stitch stamp, and I'm using this one from Close to My Heart. And I'm going to go back with my black ink again, my Memento ink, and I'm just going to line up my stitch stamp with the edge of each color block, just like that. So I've now blocked in each color with the stitch stamp. And I'm going to line this one up like that, and then I'm going to line this one up like that. And let's do the blue. Just going to find my ends right there. And then this last one here might be a little bit trickier. Don't want to go over too much, so let's just see how much of this black we need, and then I'll just wipe clean what I'm not going to use. And I should just be able to stamp right there. Oops, came off just a little bit, didn't get it all the way stamped. Let's line it back up. There we go. Perfect. So there you have it. That is how you do this technique. I wanted to show you real quick another way that you can do it as well. I'm gonna grab this piece here. You could also do it, more organically and not make it actual squares, and just, go around and make different kind of shapes around each of the images, so that it's not, so it's a little bit different, a little bit more free flowing. So anyways, that's it. Let me go back to the finished card. Oh, here we go again. I just went ahead and I matted this on a piece of black cardstock, and then another piece of, or finished it on a piece of sweet blush cardstock, and added 4 buttons, button in each corner. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed today's technique. If you give it a try, I'd love to see what you do. So send me a link, and if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you've enjoyed this technique, and thanks for stopping by.